Yeah, start, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. This is my assignment. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank everyone who give me
Amruta ma'am,
wonderful opportunity to speak something. Yes, ma'am.
please your camera
Sorry,
should
ma'am,
be
I can't
horizontal.
hear.
Interest padipotade.
Oh,
Annapurna ma'am.
Please mobile horizontal ma'am. Amruta ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Place your camera horizontal ma'am.
I can't hear, ma'am.
It is to. This is my fourth assignment. Sorry, fifth assignment. So human relation is the most relevant topic in the present scenario. We know the strength of a building is dependent upon the base or the foundation of that building. Likewise, the strength of a family is dependent on how they are related to each other. Human relation, in the sense, the relation among the family members, the relation towards our neighbors, the relation towards the society, relation towards our organization, everything comes under this area. The happiness or the beauty of a family is decided by the way of the relation of the family members. If we are having a close relationship, that is having a close relationship, there are some aspects of attributes for that, such as open discussion, mutual understanding, mutual respect, cooperation, caring, love, mutual love, sympathy, empathy, all this. Family is the basic unit of the society. The values and the ethics should be nurtured in the family itself. In earlier, the men were lived in caves. They had no house, no constant place. They had nothing which we are having now. When the civilization developed, everything developed. Socially, economically, industrial-wise, we got a tremendous change. Everything is in the tip of our hand. All are developed. But human relation, what happened to it? Day by day, the strength or the purity or the worth of the human relationship is being depleted or disappeared. We are in a rat race environment. All are money oriented. No value for human relation. No mutual love. In short, we don't even know who is our neighbor is, who are living in near our house. What is their whereabouts? Nothing we know. If we have time, we are in front of the TV or mobile phone. In a way, the mobile phone has conquered the human relationship. We don't have open discussion, no mutual understanding. And it is high.
Aparna ma'am, you became mute once, please. Check it.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
So from where it been mute?
Yeah, no problem. Continue, ma'am.
Okay. So it's high time to realize that if you have no strong and healthy relationship, there is no beauty or happiness of life. And how to overcome this? There's a simple formula for that. That is trust. T-R-U-S-T, trust. The expansion of trust is T for the word trust itself. That is, there should be trust in the family, among the family members. And U, the expansion of U is understanding. There should be a mutual understanding. So sorry, I skipped a letter, that is R, T-R-R. R for respect, mutual respect. There should be mutual respect. Give respect and take respect. Then U for mutual understanding. Then S for sacrifice. we should sacrifice for the well-being of others. Then the last letter T for truth. The relation should be transparent. We should be honest towards all the members. And if we are keeping some tips, we can maintain a good relationship. There are some sentences, there are 6 sentences like a pyramid which are descending from a 6-word sentence to a single word. We have to use these sentences in our relationship or in our family. We should use this. We should not hesitate to use these sentences. The first sentence consists of 6 words. That is, I admit I made a mistake. Then the second sentence consists of five words. Is, you did a good job. Then the third sentence consists of 4 words. Is, what is your opinion? Then the next sentence consists of 3 words. Would you please? Then next sentence, thank you. And the least but not the last. Sorry, the last but not the least is we. We should use these 6 sentences in our relation, in our life. Then we can maintain a good relationship. And the least using word that we should reduce the usage of this word maximum, that is I. Reduce the usage of the word I. And if you are following these steps, there will be a phenomenal change in your life. So keep a healthy and wealthy life by keeping a healthy relationship. So let me conclude my words. Thank you all. Thank you, Impact Foundation, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Ma'am? Ma'am? Am I audible?
Just a second. Yeah, please start, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody. Good evening. This is Kalpana Keshav from Bangalore, Karnataka. Today, I am going to share my thoughts about self-confidence. What is self-confidence? This is regarding my 6th assignment. Having the confidence within ourselves without any hesitation or fear, called self-confidence. First, we have to develop confidence within ourselves, and we have to overcome the fear and failures in the life. And what happens if we make mistakes like that? No problem. If we make mistakes, nothing will happen. Just keep on talking and going, then automatically self-confidence will increase. Self-confidence is a state of being clear-headed. That means your thought should be clear, which means you trust. Therefore, if you the confidence within yourself. Having self-confidence is having a trust on yourself. We can say like that. Self-confidence is understanding that you must trust your own judgments and abilities and values and time, value yourself and feel worthy. That means if you have confidence on yourself and your judgments, then you can easily go ahead what you decide to do like that. Then it boosts your confidence level to go to achieve higher heights. How to gain self-confidence? I want to give some tips to gain self-confidence. How? First thing, visualize yourself as you want to be. That means you want to achieve higher heights or you want to do something. First, we visualize the thoughts, what you want to do. Then note it down and work on it. Then you can easily go to, you easily work on it. Second one is affirm yourself. What is affirm yourself? If you want to decide to do something, just you want to do it, then you decide, that is affirmation. Third one is do one thing that scares you every day. If you want to do some things to scarce, then you work on it at the everyday basis, do it again and again. Practice makes man perfect. In that way, then it definitely you will achieve it. Then your fear will fears you. Fourth is question your inner critic. Means if you work on your inner critics, what if I made mistakes, like that? What if I made wrong? Like, please overcome it and critique on yourself and try to overcome that. Talk to 100 days of rejection challenge. Take 100 days of rejection challenge. Means if I fail in that, so take 100 days challenge, do it everyday basis, then definitely you will achieve it. Set yourself to win. Set your goal to win. Definitely I will do. No question of hesitation, like that. Definitely will achieve it. Help someone else. If someone needy people are there, try to help them. Or if you want to take help from others to overcome that fear, definitely you can take. Care for yourself. If you want to achieve all these things and heights, you have to take care of your mental health and the physical health. So that's why you have to take care of your health. Self-confidence is also brings you more happiness. When you are confident in your abilities to achieve something, you are confident in the abilities, you are happier due to the success. When you are feeling better about your capabilities, the more energized and motivated to achieve your goal. Thank you.
Today I'm here to introduce myself to you all. This is S. Anand from Kadapa district. I'm studying BSc microbiology in Kurnool. Today only one reason to enter into this group, to communicate skills and to improve my language. So that's the reason only I am entered into this group. So today onwards, I am going to learn something new from you all. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Yeah, great, sir. Great introduction.
Excuse me, can you hear me, Sarvani ma'am? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
Giri sir
Thank you.
will start. Yeah, start, ma'am.
Hi everyone, this is Saujanya Kulkarni, and today I'm going to present my 6th assignment on the topic self-confidence, which we are lacking nowadays, right? And on this, let me quote a quotation here. Confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. Am I clear to all? Confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. In general, what we are doing is, we do a mistake. Everybody is not perfect on this earth. We commit mistakes, but we should be ready to accept it. For the next time, we should overcome that mistake. In connection to this, we have one more. Failures are the stepping stones to success, isn't it? From failures only we get success and we get perfect, I feel. So never we should lose our confidence level. Either it may be wrong or right. We should be ready to face it. In connection to this, I want to share a story of Nick. Everybody knows it. It is in state syllabus, Telangana state syllabus book, English textbook, that is first lesson. Nick. That person doesn't have hands and legs, but he is perfect in all his activities and all his deeds. He is a sports person, he is a swimmer, whatnot, everything. He's an athlete, everything.